Hello guys, what is up? It is your host that does the most spiritual, intellectual, 7777 here once again. Welcome to the House of Greatness. And today, in this video, I will be sharing with you why the comfort zone is a prison. All right, so let's get into basically what brought about this topic is because I've just been doing a lot of reflecting last night. I just been getting in my journal, just journaling all the reasons why I was holding myself back from getting into union with my twin. And I remember, more than one time, this has happened, but for some reason, I just wanted to stay in my comfort zone. And even though I've been given lots of chances to make it happen, somehow, some way, I would just sabotage it, because mainly all the excuses that I've written down was because it was the fact that, I was just scared of taking that leap of faith and, actually meeting her in person because, I had this fear that she won't even accept me, even though she has shown and proven again that she did. But for some reason, subconsciously, I just felt like, she didn't want to because, I was just in my own head and letting my ego talking to me. But I have my journal right here in my hand, and I'm just going to read to you one by one of the roadblocks that I keep putting in the way, of union, so I can share this with you guys in the most authentic way and go more in depth in my story and not just, just give you a generalized video about, don't, leave your comfort zone. A comfort zone is a beautiful place to live or a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. I want to take it deeper than that. But anyways, let's read it. So the first roadblock was, I wrote, I don't have the money right now. What will my mom think? I'm going back to school. I have to help my mom pay her bill. I want our meeting to be perfect. I have to get my money up. I have schoolwork. I fear that my feminine rejects me. I'm comfy where I am. I was working on The Dangerous Woman. I have film shoots. It's not the right time. I gotta get my shit together. My life's a mess. I'm super busy. What if it doesn't work out? You might get lost. You've never been there. Where will you stay? I'm going through a lot. I need to have it all together. My mom doesn't support my dreams. My life isn't perfect. And last but not least, I am not at my best. So basically, last night when I was in deep reflection, I was just talking to myself, plus writing down all this list of all of these excuses / roadblocks that I put in my way of making union happen. Me and my significant other have been dating for 9 going into 10 months, and I still haven't taken that chance yet. And the reason was, because, it's something outside of my comfort zone. It's outside of that threshold of doing that because one, I've never traveled out to Alabama. I've been to Mississippi plenty of times. So in reality, this should be no biggie for me because, I've been to Mississippi pretty much every year except for 2018. But regardless of that, I've just been putting these roadblocks in my way for some reason. And just by reflecting on my life objectively, I've been putting in a lot of work on getting out of my comfort zone in terms of my dreams. And I've spoken about that on, my recent podcast episode titled How My Creative Career Started. And I'll have the link to that episode in the description below. So make sure you guys go check out that episode of my podcast for more in-depth information about that story. But I've just been really doing some hardcore ass reflecting last night, and yes, I was still in my feels, but at the same time, I was just slowly but surely looking at, my current life situation objectively and just the actions that I've taken up to this point. And I remember also listening to this podcast episode, by this relationship coach, and she goes by the name of Stephanie something, I think. Stephanie? But, I'll have that in the link in the description down as well for you guys to go listen to that episode, because that episode was really eye-opening and profound. Even though it's not new information, it was a great reminder, at least to me, and she said one thing that really stuck out to me. We have to get rid of these false limitations or something like that. It was something that had to do with false limitations, but that's exactly what they are. False. It's just these limitations that we put in front of ourselves unnecessarily, to not cross that threshold of taking that chance that we know that we need to take, right? And she even said, at the beginning of her podcast episode, we do it to our own fucking selves, which is really, really true. And looking back on all the times that I've held myself back from stepping out of my comfort zone was just the fact that I was just holding myself back. It wasn't the world. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't my dad. It wasn't, my professors or my school teachers or my peers. It was all on me. And that was something that I didn't want to take in, because that would, force me to rise to the occasion, which is a positive thing, because that's what needs to happen. Sometimes we do need that push to finally do something that we know we have been putting off, right? And for a long time, I've just been putting this off and waiting until circumstances were perfect until, to make it happen. But in reality, it's not the right time. I mean, what the fuck? Why did I just say that? In reality, it'll never be the right time is what I meant to say. But, I just been reflecting on the fact that, when I chased my dream of being an actor and doing filmmaking, it was not the right time. I didn't have, the money. My circumstances weren't perfect. But, I found creative ways to make it happen. Henceforth, the reason why you are seeing me speak to you through my Nikon D3400 right now was because, I took that leap of faith towards my dreams and making that aspect of my life happen because I wanted it bad enough. And I kept telling myself, keep that same energy with this. Keep the same energy with this because, I just basically lulled myself to sleep in a comfort zone. And that's another thing that I want to talk about is why your comfort zone is a prison is you literally become fearful and you lull yourself to sleep with boredom. And a lot of times we are bored because we don't take enough chances. We don't explore enough. We eat the same exact foods every day. We take the same exact route to work and home every day. We hang out with the same exact people every day. We watch the same exact videos and shows, and we literally do the same exact activities every day. And thus, that allows that fear and that boredom to just, just fluster up inside of us, right? Because you notice at all the times that you've been fearful, you've been a little bit too comfortable versus the times where you are allowing yourself to explore, and to have adventures. You didn't feel fearful. You didn't feel fearful. Whereas, when you stay in your comfort zone, it actually stagnates you. And that stagnation creates that boredom and that fear of trying something new. And I remember, I was talking to one of my friends from Facebook last night, and she was saying, there is no comfort in the comfort zone. And then I looked at that and I said, you know what, you're right. Because I've just been looking at my own life at how I kept myself stuck in a comfort zone and how fucking uncomfortable it was because, I was feeling this sense of restlessness and boredom with my life because I've stayed inside of, this self-created prison / comfort zone versus the times where I did take leaps of faith and I felt alive and I felt confident in myself and my self-esteem was through the fucking roof, all because I simply decided to step out of my comfort zone. Whew. And another reason why your comfort zone is your prison is because, you literally live in regret. If you think about all the people who go on their deathbeds with regret. They just reflect on how much they were missing out on life. And it's heartbreaking to hear those people on their deathbeds wishing and praying that they can have another day simply just to live their life. Like, there's somebody in a hospital bed right now that is really sitting there and not feeling, optimal, or, they're just sitting there and feeling just really, really regretful, extremely regretful, because they have not taken those chances that they know they should have taken. And so they sit there and they just slowly wait to die. And it just makes for, unpleasant flashbacks. And then I just thought about that and I said, man, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live in regret, on my deathbed for not taking that chance to go meet her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you've taken chances in every other aspect of your life. Now, this is another aspect that you're going to have to do it, and I'm not going to lie to you. I was, feeling all sorts of anxiety and stress and all this worry. But then I just remembered, back to the times where I did take leaps of faith, for this spiritual path that I'm on, and for my dreams, like I told you about, plenty of times. About, and that's just, calm my mind down a whole lot, because it reminded me that, dude, the power is within you all along. Like, you taking a lot of chances thus far, and you taking a lot of shit from your family and from your peers, and you taking that risk to come down this path essentially and to follow your dreams, don't stop now. That's basically what my angels and my higher self was telling me. Don't stop now, dude. You're making positive progress. Don't stifle it. Don't stay too stuck in your comfort zone, because you didn't come this far just to come this far. Because you've been craving growth. You've been craving change. And now is the time to make that change happen. So all in all, what I really just wanted to talk about and remind myself and you guys is, there is no comfort in your comfort zone, and you're going to always have to take risks. And the biggest risk that you take in life is not taking any at all, which is a huge ass paradox. So I'm just going to end it right there. I hope that you guys really, really enjoyed this episode. I hope that you've gotten a lot out of this. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that bell right next to it so that you get notified every time I upload a video on this channel. And also make sure to share this on all your social media platforms and with your family members or your friends that need to hear this message right now. And also make sure to leave a comment down below on what you have been on the fence about doing, but you've just been putting it off for a really long time. And most importantly, what action steps are you taking right now in the present moment to make sure that happens? And also make sure to donate to this channel by clicking the PayPal link below in the description. And also make sure to donate to my GoFundMe campaign, because let's just say, I am in a dire situation right now, and I'm need some ways to get out. So yeah, make sure to go check that out as well. And I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to watch this video, and peace in and out. And I'm sending you lots of love and light on your path, and I'll see you next time. Hello guys, I am the owner of 8 Mil Productions, a video production company that makes music videos, narrative films, music videos, and also edits videos for anyone who doesn't have the time to edit them. You can contact me via my social media and my email. My email is 8milproductions@gmail.com. My Facebook is Evan Youngblood Williams, and my Instagram is @Spiritual Intellect. My rates vary, and I am looking forward to working with you. Have an amazing day.